Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? Are you getting it in? Somebody's getting it for you. What's going on, people? Woo! What's going on, people? It is a day of a day of another day. It is officially Saturday. Um, hmm. It's a lot going on, which you already know. And, fix my hair a minute. It's a lot going on. I was reading something about a guy named Kindred. He was in school. I think his name was Kindred Johnson, and he was in school and stuff like that. And they found him wrapped up inside of a mat inside of the school. And not only that, um, he was killed, but they said he died there. A blunt force to the head. Anyway, so they shipped the body out to the hospital, of course. Then they went to the funeral parlor, and guess what? They stole his brain, his heart, and many of his arteries and stuff like that. Liver, honey, everything is missing. And that's the thing about it. So their parents had him redug back up, and they would have never found this out. They didn't redig him back up again to do another autopsy after he was already buried. Oh my God, it is so crazy. And this is the thing I'm thinking. Now, when a lot of us die, we really don't know what happened to our heart, his brain and his heart, liver, everything, just gone, just empty. And they stuffed it with newspaper and articles and all kinds of stuff. You know, and it's funny because the world we live in, I don't want to really think that bad of it, that we could really be that conniving. But at the end of the day, I have to be honest with you. I always believe that the hospital and funeral homes work together as far as stealing parts for people's bodies and selling them to people who are sick and like need livers and brains, or they doing schoolwork, or they just want to do examinations and stuff like that. I'm not surprised. I know y'all had to think of that too. Anyway, that being said, um, everything's just all the way across the board. Sierra seems to be pregnant by Future. Oh my goodness, a mess, honey. I'm not surprised though. He is fine, honey. And they trying to say he got like 4 or 5 kids and stuff like that. It is crazy. That's what I always said. When you got a fine motherfucker sitting there, honey, you better hope to God that you got a man that really loves you and don't see nobody else but you. But at the end of the day, if he's that fine, honey, you know you sharing that dick, honey. You are sharing it. And even goes with the girls, even though she may be beautiful, so you may be sharing that coochie. You may not know, and people are just scandalous. That's why I'm not in a relationship and stuff like that. And my friend just told me that he ran into a problem and he did something that he wasn't supposed to do and da 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 da, and that's why I always tell you gotta watch those fucking friends. His friend betrayed him and show a video to his peoples about him, and it's a mess. That's why with me, I really don't give a fuck. I'm not the kind of bitch who sit up there. They was like, that's why the girls be like, oh my God, you were born a so-and-so. Bitch, you already know. You already know. And I give you this look like this. It's like, don't hit me. Because at the end of the day, us girls get them funny looks and stuff like that. At the end of the day, we need to be much more ready prepared for these motherfuckers out here. Because they be trying it. Sometimes a bitch gotta check a chin. Say it again, Ray, but I don't think that hurt you. Sometimes a bitch gotta check a chin to make a motherfucker think. When she's sitting on the ground or he's sitting on the ground, a motherfucker sitting there like this. Yeah. So now when you see another one of those little motherfuckers come around here, bitch, you'll learn better. Keep your motherfucking mouth shut. Checkmate. You never know. You never know. And it's sad, but it is what it is. And I don't condone violence, but at the end of the day, I always say when it comes to girls like me, you can't wait for the cops and stuff like that. Oh, and by the way, some girl was telling me, we were talking at someone's funeral in New York City, and she was telling me that the girl was killed in New York. I forget her name, but she was killed in New York by supposed to be like a gang of guys. I told that before. I can't remember her name right off the top of my head. But anyway, I think it was Auburn, something like that. But anyway, she was killed in New York City by a gang of guys. She was walking down the streets, a transgender, and all of a sudden these gang of guys said something to her. She was flirting with them and stuff like that, and her and her friends and stuff like that were together. Okay, let me just do it right. Her and her friends were out one night walking around 3 o'clock in the morning. I already talked about this. And what happened was, she had flirted with one of the guys and stuff like that, and I guess in front of his boys, he didn't want to be represented and stuff like that, so he went over there, he beat her up and knocked her out, he ended up killing her. They locked him up and stuff like that, but later on, they just went and let him go and said, it's alright, but you just got one for us. Well, at the end of the day, you know, the girls do talk, and guess what? Him and her already been together before, so he already knew her, she already knew him. That's why she went and spoke to him. I knew that story didn't make no fucking sense to me. That's the key. They already been together. They was messing around for months. But what happened was she confronted him in front of his boys and stuff like that, and he was acting like a fucking, he didn't know what she was and stuff like that. That's why I tell you girls, you got to keep yourself armored for these motherfucking down low motherfucking bitches, because these bitches, these dudes, real men are not straight men. I'm sorry, because I don't even know if there are any straight men. I know they are, but you know. At the end of the day, there's always a girl like me or always some little boy or some cute little man, whatever the case may be you into, will make you think twice and make you want to try. Guys hit up on me all the time telling me they want me to be there first. First what, bitch? The first angry motherfucker you ever came across in your fucking life? Bitch, my name ain't Betty Crocker. I'm just done. It's just a mess. And then on top of that, in New York City, they're going around checking the girl's pocketbook to see if they got condoms on them. Now, if you got condoms or rubbers or anything on you, that's a transsexual. They're locking you up. It just gets worse after worse after worse. It's just so fucked up on so many levels. I'm just done. Excuse me, I'm just done. It's just so messed up on so many levels. It's just so fucked up how they treat the girls. I guess it's safe to beat up on the transsexuals. Then this way, you know, you won't have too much of a fight back. Than to beat up on the regular people that you know that are really criminals out here killing people, that are out here murdering people. You know, everybody wants to pick up on the person that won't fight back. They never pick up on the one it's always that one that you need to fuck with, but you won't fuck with them. You want to be their friend. Hey, friend. But the one that's weak and weaker and not as strong, you want to attack them because you know it's a safe spot to go to. And it's so fucked up. And with the girls like me at the end of the day, and I want y'all to be armored up, and I don't want y'all to be offended by what I'm about to say. But at the end of the day, you will know how you were born, and you know what you was born as, regardless of what's between your ears, your gender. You make sure you keep a lot of that. I know you want to be thin and beautiful and poised, but honey, you make sure you keep a little something extra so them motherfuckers try, whether you kind of use that testosterone, whatever you got to do, whether you got as much as you don't think you got, and you use that adrenaline rush and you beat the fucking shit out of them. Because at the end of the fucking day, these motherfuckers don't care. Anyway, that being said, oh God, I'm turning violent. Okay, Raven, that's enough. I don't know, I just get upset when I hear girl, you know, I knew when it bothers me because when someone like us, a transsexual, somebody's different that get murdered for no fucking reason at all, and all of a sudden you want to front for your boys. I always tell you girls, and I'm going to say it again, the person that you bring home with you may be the one that kill you. I date guys on a regular basis and stuff like that. That's why I'm not as active sexually as I may put out there. I'm really not as active as y'all may think I am, because I'm not. Because at the end of the day, my attitude stops a lot of men. Guy hit me up and asked me, he's like, well, you're a trans, he was like, you're a female and you want to have sex with me, send me his dick pictures and everything, his phone number. I said, you know what I am? He's like, he didn't know. So at the end of the day, he was like, well, do you got a pussy? I said, yeah, of course. I'm going to tell you anything, because it's none of your motherfucking business what's between my legs. But at the end of the day, he was like, well, I never been with somebody like you and stuff like that, so I don't know. I'm a straight A dude, you know, you ever been with somebody like, bitch, you ain't even going to be with me. You want to fuck with me, bitch, you better find somebody else, honey. Because you better swipe that motherfucking card. And I don't mean to say that. Let me just rephrase it. I don't want to say you got to swipe a card or something like that, because that's not really positive. You got to bring me cash. It's a rich touching motherfucker. I'm not oblivious to this. Motherfuckers be sending me a fucking swipe a card and motherfuckers the raw credit and motherfuckers decline. You gonna be declining shit here, bitch. Give me some cash and I got to put it up to the light and see if there's some motherfucker veins in that shit, you motherfuckers. Anyway, at the end of the day, it is what it is. You never know, honey. Even check your dollar bills. Motherfuckers is fears. This is a recession. And the government shut down and it's just a mess. But now it's open up. But it's open up for who? Because people are still suffering. They say it's like 40 or 60,000 Americans that don't have jobs. Really? Are you really going to give that low-ass number? You know goddamn well it's way over millions and millions of motherfucking Americans that are not working. Anyway, that being said, I'm just so tired of people lying to people about bullshit. It is what it is. You know, and, Anyway, I want to say hello, old new people. Boom. I want to say hello, old people. Bam. And I want to thank you for watching. I'm going to get off here because I'm being to the left. And I want to thank you for subscribing. I want you to do you. I want you to do you the best way you can. If nobody don't like it, then fuck them.